I want to talk to you about my first job at a Zipline. My girlfriend just told me I should wear a cowboy hat, and I agree. I'm about to get yeehaw. Yeehaw! This is my outfit at my first job. The hat's so big it barely fits into the frame. I'm sure you guys have seen our series Paranormal Queen. This job is actually where I met her. But I'm gonna go all the way back to August 2019. Actually, even before that, I'm pretty sure. August 2019 is when we went to California and did the Disneyland vlog. Now that is also up on this channel. That was the last time that you'll see me without a job. I got home, a couple weeks went by, and it was training day. We got trained and they also were deciding who they were gonna keep. Thankfully, I was chosen to have one of the awesomest jobs ever. Best wording I can use for that. And I really wanted to prove a point to them to how bad I wanted the job and how much, you know, because it was my first time getting a job and I wanted to leave an impression. And I didn't have my GED or anything either, so had to stand out or something. My sister came with us. We went and ate, and I was like, you know what? I should go tell them I'm going to practice harnessing my nephew just to try to impress them. We did that. They seemed impressed. I was happy. And then we went into the Can Grill Theater in Old Tucson. This is before Old Tucson got closed down, sadly, and that job no longer exists, but we'll get to that later. I have some pictures that my girlfriend jumped at sending me to put into this video, so you guys can see me in drag, dancing with the Can girls. I was making sure to flick my hair and make sure to give all the guys a good look. After that, what a great, you know, day of training, and then immediately getting into that. Went back to my bosses and I was like, guess what they just did to me? Because my sister's pointing next to me, going like this, making them drag me behind the stage to make sure I get dressed up in drag. That was great. I told them, they laughed. Of course they did, I would too. And then as I'm leaving, I don't remember exactly what he told me, but he was pretty much assuring me that I got the job, and I was very happy. Then skip all the way to October. That's how long we had to wait. It was finally time. Nightfall at Old Tucson. Now, we had to get used to running a zip line, and it wasn't just one part of the zip line. Everyone had to do every single aspect of running a zip line. It was sending, landing, cashier, which no one really did except for one of my coworkers, because they really just wanted her to stay with that because she was the best at it. Harnessing and the runner. Now, I guess I should probably explain what all that is so you can understand. The runner goes and gets the gear between each platform. So he goes to landing, which is the end of the zip line, and he gets all the laser guns. And yes, our zip line had laser guns, along with all the other equipment that we had to attach. Brought it back all the way to the sending platform so that we can raise it up with the rope just to reuse. Then we have harnessing, just getting people ready to get on the zip line and go. Sending, I'm sure you can tell what that is on a zip line. The person on the sending platform, hooking people up, giving them their laser gun, which is, like my girlfriend wanted me to point out, the only zip line in the world that has a laser gun, Send them down to landing. So at landing, all you do is race back and forth constantly, pulling a ladder, getting them down the ladder, off the zip line, getting them unhooked, saying clear, clear, and throwing all of the gear over while they're still sending someone down. I think I explained all the jobs. It wasn't that hard to get used to, and it was actually fun. It will definitely be one of my favorite jobs of all time, and it was very, very crushing, really, when they closed. Nightfall was awesome. We got to walk around and talk to people. It was when Old Tucson was the fullest. We were able to go and give deals to people and bring them to the zip line, interact with everyone, interact with the drunk people, which were probably the funnest people to deal with. They were so great to deal with. I met Lainey. We didn't really hang out as much then, but it was awesome to meet her. I met a ton of other friends, which some will hopefully be on this channel in the future. And we were all told that at the end of October, when Nightfall was over, that would be it. They just needed us for October. Towards the end of October, I started hearing rumors that they were going to keep some people on. Thankfully, me, Lainey, and another coworker were kept on, and we got to go on further than October, which was really awesome. They actually told us in October that if we made it on time to every single shift and didn't miss a single day, we got a $100 bonus. And on the very last day, I was sick, and this was before coronavirus, so don't go there. I parked at the very, very furthest place away from the entrance for the employees. It was not fun, and I had to sprint because I was late. I made it like a minute before I was late, and I still got the $100 bonus. Whew. It was not fun to sprint down a giant hill pretty much while being sick. I didn't make it through the last night of Nightfall, which I'm really sad. I wish I pushed through because that was the last night of Nightfall I was ever at, and that there ever will be, unless they bring it back. Then we go on to further months. Now, I got to work some day shifts, and it's very different from Nightfall. It's not constant running, unless it does actually get busy that day, but it's not as hectic as Nightfall or a special event. We got a couple people here and there. It was fun, plus the people who got to be there and rode during the day, they got to interact a lot more with us and got more chances to ride, and they loved it a lot more. Sadly, I wish you guys could experience it because it was very unique and very fun. They're actually selling the Zipline if you guys wanted to get it. That is up to you. If you guys want information on that, you can ask me in Discord. Really, I think it's only in Arizona, so if you're in Arizona, then you can get it. So, if you didn't know, and I won't tell you the name of it because that is kind of a more private thing, not for you guys to know. We have a little business that we make film and ads and stuff, and I started that business with the Zipline. It was before I had the name for it or anything. They really actually kind of got me to do that. I never wanted to do it before. I thought about it, but I just didn't think I had the potential to do it. Then I started working on their videos, and I ran the channel Outlaw Zipline. If you look up Outlaw Zipline on YouTube, you'll see all the videos I worked on, and it really got me in gear and made me want to start the company. I worked on a ton of videos for them. It seemed actually towards the end of the Zipline's lifespan, I worked less as a Zipline employee and more as a videographer, photographer for the Zipline. I still worked here and there on pretty much just landing, which only a few of us got to work up there on landing and sending. We had to be specially trained for that. But we got to do the steampunk event in Old Tucson. We got to make a video with their dog Sierra, who is the craziest dog. It rode the Zipline, and it has rode a ton of Ziplines all over the world. We broke a world record, which is a really good feeling to have. We broke a world record. All right, that was awesome. We broke a world record as the first person to lasso on a Zipline. That was awesome. And then came a couple months ago when we all got sad because Old Tucson got permanently shut down and the Zipline had to close. Now, the Zipline was a third-party company, and so when they got shut down, they also had to shut down. Now, at the current moment, Old Tucson is permanently closed, but they're in talks of reopening it in another way, which they might not include Nightfall, which is pretty much the only thing to do in Tucson during Halloween. But I will definitely never forget my first job as a Zipline employee. That was awesome. I got to meet Lainey. I got to meet a couple cool people. It gave me the boost I needed for making my company. I wouldn't have had even thought of making Paranormal Queen, or that I had the ability to make something like Paranormal Queen without filming for them and making the stuff I did make for them. And I wish that it was still a thing so that I could vlog at the Zipline and show you guys more. If you guys watch previous vlogs, you'll see me working the Zipline, but I really do miss it. I'm sure there's more stories that I have at the Zipline. If you want to hear more, we're going to start doing podcasts every single week at some point. Every single week we'll have podcasts. It'll be awesome. There'll be a ton of stories from everyone that's going to be on it. Subscribe if you want to see that, plus videos every single Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and I will see you in the next video. Later.